goes the dynamite. Welcome back, boys and girls. Egghead News, number 14. That's right, number 14 on the Richter scale. Number 14. And what a time it is to be doing this show. I'm glad I'm here. It's hot July in New York City, and this is a good show. This is one of those special shows. I can't even wait to get this started, but just to get started, we have a special guest, we have some returning guests, and we have a returning icon. I had to look for him. He was missing, but I found him. He was in the wilderness, but I packed a bag. We went into the mountains of Seattle. We found him. But before I get started, let's do a round table. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, Egghead News. Not to my right this time, Mr. Pablo, say it twice, Solano, in the house.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Also, I will introduce our guests. Ladies first. You see, I'm saving him for last. Ladies first, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Miss Clarissa Clay, the creator of Blurred City. If you don't know, look it up. Everybody got Google. There's no excuse. Clarissa, thank you for being here. This is an honor and a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm a fan. We have mutual friends. I know people are going to talk, say there was some inside thing, but no. We have mutual friends. And hey, Mo. I say hi, Mo. Hey, Mo. I'm glad you're here, Clarissa. And this is a privilege for Egghead News. Now, Mr. N. Stevens Harris is making his return bout here at Egghead News. Steve.
Right here. What's up?
How you doing, partner? Trying to get a hold of you. Every time I try to reach out, he's at this con, he's at that con, he's in this state, he's at that state. We finally tracked him down. I'm glad you're here. And how you been?
I've been good.
What's doing? What's hot?
You know, Michael Cray's hot, man.
There it is.
That's what I'm working on right now, man. As we speak, I'm working on. You can't even see me. I'm working on it right now.
Okay.
I had to clone myself to do that.
Okay. And then, you know, I got the engineer hit me in the back of the head. I'm going to speed it up. Returning, also, Mr. Melvin Taylor.
What's up, man? How you doing? Good to be back.
Mel, it's good to see you. It's only been a couple of days. Oh, that's an insider. That's an insider. It's only been a couple of days. Mel, what's hot other than you? You're always hot.
Man, you got jokes for days. Not much, man. It's just July. We in New York. Yeah. We having a good time. It's black and beautiful on the panel today, so we just having a lot of fun.
Mel, I'm glad you're here. It's always, you know, like I said, I'm watching you. Ladies and gentlemen, I found him. That's right. Brooklyn Bridge is in the house. That's right. We found him. He was missing. It was some type of, I don't want to go there, but it might have been a Russian thing. I don't know. But that's right. I got him. We found him. Brooklyn Bridge. Freddie.
What's up? It's good. It's good. It's good to be back.
We got him. Freddie is back.
They got this is the the close up. this is the first at Eggheads.
Wow.
You like that? We hit him. I tell you I was gonna get you, Pat. I didn't say nothing at the beginning.
Yeah,
of the show.
you wasn't lying.
That's right, Trey. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Boys and girls, kids of all ages, we're in a great time. Ladies and gentlemen, not only do I have this great cast here, but today is the start officially of San Diego Comic-Con, and there is just so much stuff going on that we waited for months, basically almost a year. There's so much stuff going on. I'm gonna start going on with the panel. Let's talk about San Diego Comic-Con, what we expect, what we didn't expect, what we wanted, what we don't want. Pablo.
Damn, I don't know where to start.
Well, we saw with that Comic-Con thing. I mean, it's just crazy right now.
I mean,
you can't even go to your phone.
We spoke about it previously, and again, this is an opportunity for WB to showcase what they have in store for us. Because obviously, you know, we've been as fans disappointed, except for Wonder Woman, and which,
Sorry, you're still disappointed.
No. Well,
we're disappointed in what?
I think they're disappointed in Warner Brothers, or as they're calling it now, DC Films.
Real quick.
Can we skip to San Diego?
Real quick.
And discuss.
Wonder Woman was good because it wasn't bad.
Here we go.
Okay, we got that point. Okay.
It wasn't like It was no, it wasn't phenomenal.
No,
it was
Exactly.
but it was you know it wasn't
really good.
the
They didn't have
horror
any
show that
money.
we've been seeing
Wonder Woman, they
previously.
didn't
It
have
was
any
really
money.
good.
But again,
It was really good.
You don't
WB,
even have,
huh?
she wears bracelets. We didn't even get bullets coming at her with,
in the
it's
second
all-
one.
Oh, they couldn't do that. That was a big
Justice
cheat.
League.
Justice League.
Yeah,
And
Justice League, we got
right,
that. But let's not talk
right.
about Justice League.
In her own
Let's not even
movie.
talk about anything they've done previous to
Go
that.
ahead. Go ahead.
But definitely, this is definitely an opportunity for WB to really showcase their stuff. And this is something. All the news has been coming out as of late with Aquaman. I haven't heard one bad. I mean, although the leather pants in one of the posters was kind of throwing me off.
Oh, stop.
It was.
Yeah, I have to agree with Pablo on that.
Yeah, but
Stop.
I honestly can't wait to see Aquaman, and I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for Titans.
Yeah.
You saw it?
I saw it.
You saw the trailer?
I did not.
What you think?
I don't know. It was fun, and it was like angsty.
Okay.
You know, like teen angst. Like, the whole,
So the CW is almost too CW.
no, it wasn't CW. It was kind of CW, but it had the edge to it. But it was like maybe a soft edge, or just I don't know. It was. I don't want to put too much in it because it's just a trailer. I don't want. I'm not one of those people like just like to judge things off a trailer. I mean, trailers are used to attract attention.
Yes.
It's got my attention.
Okay.
I'm interested in seeing, Starfire and Beast Boy, what they're about. Robin does look compelling, but his comment was like
Yeah. Okay.
I
Because
like you.
previous to seeing the trailer, some of the pictures that we got were like, I don't know if this is going to work because it looked kind of weak, just like Shazam.
Oh man.
hey.
Oh,
The pictures that are
man.
coming out of Shazam look kind of crazy. I'm sorry.
It's like, but
Not right. Yeah.
There go my
Oh, no,
sponsors.
they do, yeah.
and these are like
old school.
the pictures. I don't put much weight into pictures from on the set.
True,
It's
because
it's
post they
like,
fix
it's
that
like
all
you look
out.
at my blue line drawings. Like, don't start criticizing my blue line
Yeah,
drawings.
I hope they fix it.
gotcha.
I'm in
But
the
they
process
fix
right
it,
now.
you
You
know.
know?
the trailer looked different from what they've done previously, especially with the CW. CW is just superhero. Dawson's Creek with superheroes.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sort of feel every single show that they do. There's a formula to that. In this one, it doesn't look like that.
It looks
It's
a little more
bit
darker.
more edgier.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious as to how far does Robin go to stop criminals because of what I saw, but it's going to be interesting.
You kinda saw in the
It'll
trailer how
probably
far
lose some customers if they go where I'm thinking they're going based on what I
you
saw.
saw how far he went with the trailer what he did. You know,
Yeah,
it's like you're a crack.
Yeah.
I want to hear from Freddie, Mr. DC himself. Freddie,
What do you want to hear?
how you feeling about San Diego Comic Con and the WB DC
I'm
film
going to ride
right
on
now?
what Pablo was saying. This is, like you said, the moment when DC Comics have to shine and really, represent, showing all these, characters that's coming out from Aquaman, Shazam, and, Wonder Woman. And,
Nobody talking about that Green Lantern's corpse.
well, why?
Huh?
For what for?
Wow.
Why?
Wow.
That's not coming out.
That's
for a
not
while.
coming for. I don't think that's going to be out for a minute right now.
And let's not get it twisted. Marvel is still going to be
Oh no, Marvel's still champ.
lollygagging around. They're going to be around so that you hear their voice. They're not going to stay shut. Obviously, they have the Iron Fist panel there.
Right.
So because
Marvel TV.
they need that attention. Iron Fist needs that attention. Nothing that they've done. I don't know. When is it that Marvel does their conference or their
I don't know.
they do something separate? I'm speaking in regards to Marvel does their own quote unquote.
You're talking about Disney
Comic-Con.
D23.
Yes.
Yeah, Disney
yes.
does their own thing. They don't.
So
they
the
bring
big
their own
reveals
vendors
won't
in.
happen
There you
until
go.
then.
Yeah.
But Marvel's going to be having announcements. I believe James Gunn is going to say something via Twitter or something like that. So they're going to keep making a little noise here and there so that all the attention is not on DC.
So is Aquaman like what Iron Man is? To Marvel.
It could be the jump off
Because
point
wasn't
that
that
sets
supposed to be the Man of
DC
Steel?
on the right path.
Man of Steel was supposed to start like that, wasn't that?
It was supposed to be the Man of Steel,
Right.
but when he only gets one movie, and then you just kind of scrap that whole plan to kind of bum rush.
Is it because
everything
this is
else.
one movie? Is it because it was just one movie?
Okay, well, if you want to call it if you want to call it incompetence on what their plan is, you can say that. I'm not saying that. But what I will say is that it could have been a bit more thought out so that way he could have been, because he should have been.
He should have
especially
been.
after
He
how-
should. That was the
Exactly.
plan.
No matter what anybody says about that movie, the way in which it rolled out and the reception from it should have been enough at that point to say we need to keep this going with the plan that we have. But then we all know how that turned out now. So
Yeah. So Aquaman is taking over the helm of being the start.
it needs to be Wonder Woman.
What?
It needs to be Wonder
Oh,
Woman.
that needs to be Wonder- yeah.
It's possible that it could
Yeah.
be Aquaman, but I fully think that with as much support and how many people loved Wonder Woman, with how many people
I
loved
love Wonder Woman.
I'm just messing with
I
you.
want to see the. No, go ahead. Finish.
I was just gonna say, I think that just in kind of reshaping how they're gonna move forward, it would be the smart way to do that, especially
Right.
with how well Patty Jenkins. How well Patty Jenkins has handled everything. I think that's how you need to go about it.
Looking at all the posters and looking at the images, they look good. I'm talking about Aquaman.
Yeah,
They look
yeah.
good. The seahorse or the sea dragon.
I ain't said one.
I see that. Yeah, he riding a seahorse.
A sea.
It's
It looks,
a-
they say
it's
they call
a,
it a sea dragon.
It's a sea dragon.
Sea
But you know
dragon.
that's
Seahorse.
pandering.
It's not like the old cartoon where he's
Right.
riding the-
You know that's pandering.
Aquaman.
That's pandering. That's what they're doing.
Fan service.
Huh?
Fan service.
Yes. Why? Because of Game of Thrones and him riding on the dragon
Okay.
next to his queen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
People wanted,
Is it
people
gonna
wanted to
be
see
like-
that,
well,
so they'll get to
those-
see
are
that.
You think it's gonna be like a Game of Thrones underwater?
It's something like that.
Is that good? I don't watch.
I
Game
don't
of
know
Thrones.
if it's
I have
gonna.
not
I mean,
seen
you can't compare it really, but they are. Huh?
it. You tried?
You tried?
No, listen. I tried to. I
tried.
I failed.
Yeah.
Really?
I failed.
I tried, and then I tried again.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my god.
I tried.
Where have I been?
I tried once.
I tried
and
a
somebody
lot.
told me, "Oh, that's his cousin and that's his aunt." Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well,
That's his
sorry.
sister.
Alright.
Who's
Yeah.
who's he kissing? Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
But
Is
I'll
it like
say this,
that?
and then I want to hear what you have to say, Clarissa, about San Diego Comic Con.
and Wonder
Aquaman,
Woman.
huh?
No, and Wonder Woman. But go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Let me just say this again. Wonder Woman was good because it wasn't bad. Aquaman will most likely, I think,
Surprise.
outdo Wonder Woman.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
And will probably be a lot of people's top film of what DC has done thus far for the DC.
It better. It better, because if it doesn't, you could forget the whole DC universe.
Oh yeah.
Period.
But that's what I'm hearing also, that Aquaman, that should be really good, because the kind of trust when a film comes out and people are either giving some kind of review on the side like, oh, this looks really good and stuff. So I'm expecting that to be really good. What I mean by the Wonder Woman comment is basically, I'm glad that it was directed by a female. That's a plus. I just didn't like some of the looks of the women in the in the film as a female. I'm a Linda Carter kind of person. I thought that rolling out the male character was getting still a little bit more play than Wonder Woman in her own film. I just thought this storyline could have been, the love story was cute, but it wasn't the right love story for maybe just looking at the old Wonder Woman. She does have intertwine some love kind of interest, but it should be, I like the female centeredness of Wonder Woman, and I still thought it was missing. Like, how did you go to the island and they die? And it's like they're supposed to have the bracelets to block off the the bullets. So how are they getting shot up like that? So
Yeah, because they make it seem like she's the only one that can do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that wasn't, so there.
I see what you're saying.
Some problems.
Details. I never looked at it that way. Melvin, you wanted to say something.
God, that point was so good that it made me forget. That I want to say. It's okay. I could just run through the gamut real quick about what I'm expecting from Comic-Con anyway. Just to start off with Aquaman, I want a trailer at some point because from the screen grabs that I've been seeing, or from what people have been saying, or the posters they've been putting out, or the set photos, I'm starting to gain confidence in it, but I don't want that confidence to be fleeting. So I'm like, please give me something that's going to be substantial enough for me to ride off until the movie actually comes. With Shazam, just give me a nice picture that don't look goofy, and then I'll be happy with that. With Wonder Woman 84, the point that I was going to say, because you made a point about how her love story kind of usurped who her character was in her story. In a sense, I felt that same way, like my second time watching it, and I especially felt that way when they showed in some of the photos that were recently released that he's alive and is coming back. Now we don't know how it's going to happen. We don't. It could be a 20-second clip in the entire movie.
That
I don't
could
know.
probably make or
But
break that
gave
film.
me that gave me that same feeling to be like, I understand he's important. However, I want this to be more about her
Right.
than I do about him. And if they start mixing that, then that's going to give me some mixed feelings about how I feel about that movie as well. And I would say the last thing that I really want is just announce who's going to play Green Lantern in the movie.
yes.
Like, at least the movie could be forever. It could be 2 years away.
Green Lantern?
Who's going to be Jon Stewart? Who's going to be Hal Jordan? Like, whoever the main characters are going to be, or
Right.
the main lanterns are going to be, just announce that so that way we can hold on to that and be like, all right, Aquaman trailer, got some not goofy photos from Shazam. We got some stuff cleared up with Wonder Woman, and at least we know who they're going to have going into the Green Lantern movie.
Right.
So, yeah, that's how I feel about it.
You really feeling the Shazam that's coming out next, or you?
I think we were having this conversation the other day. If it's going to be similar in the sense to like the Ant-Man type of goofy thing, cool, if that's what they're going for. But if it's still going to be somewhat serious in a
No,
sense,
I don't think
It's going to be a fun, lighthearted.
It's going to be
Okay.
big.
All right.
It's going to be a
meet
fun,
Superman.
It's going to be a fun, lighthearted movie. There's
That visual,
nothing dark about
that,
it.
that visual
Yeah.
of Shazam flying is going to be key. If they do it
yeah.
dissimilar from Superman, shouldn't look like Superman. It's going to be. I think I'm starting to think about it, and if they go that route, I think they'll be successful because Shazam. We know him from the comics, we know him from the animated films.
He's a kid.
Yeah,
When he's a
exactly,
kid.
Yeah.
exactly.
Like every
so
boy's
it'll be
dream
fun. Yeah, so it'll
be
be
a-
fun to see that how he works that out, and I think for kids they're gonna eat that up.
I think so.
I think
I hope so. I'm
him
certain
flying
I hope so.
and not forget about Hancock. Forget about who else.
Hey, don't forget about Hancock. I
Hey,
still want a
forget about
Hancock too.
Hancock. I
wanted a
Don't do
Hancock
That
too
ain't
as well.
happening.
Hey, Charlize Theron,
did I.
come on, give me my
happening.
Hancock too. What's playing?
But who else other than Superman has
Hand
flown
job.
in DC? What?
If you have Shazam, then I would have. I mean, doing old school. So what about ISIS?
Okay, wait a minute.
into, like,
You going back way. I think Pablo just had a question mark over his head. ISIS.
yeah, I don't know. That's
You
not-
see,
Okay.
I think us three, maybe. Mel.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think only us three and Tracy.
Okay.
We talk about ISIS.
That's an old crush right there. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
So Steve, what do you think about Shazam? What are your thoughts? What do you think is where they're going with this? Are they going to be successful?
With the actor they chose, I don't know, but it's successful. I have no idea. But I think what you're saying, a lighthearted approach, could be the approach that they're going for. And you talking about the TV show, the one from the '70s, or the Saturday morning?
The Saturday morning, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's another deep cut.
Yeah.
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 So I'm only 37, 35.
33, right? 33. There you
Again.
go.
30.
33 again.
But yeah, that's a. I see. I see all the internet people talking about this, like this throwing shade. I'm like, I don't get involved with that quick judging.
Yeah.
Deciding what the movie's going to be like before it even happens. When you see screenshots of behind the scenes or on the set type things, because it's like people trying to get ahead of something and show how hip they are, or without being or they want to be ahead of the curve before, or they're afraid to get sucked in and be wrong.
Got it.
You know, so
I see that.
yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what was the case with Wonder Woman, and the reason why it took so long to come out because a lot of fans, was shutting it down every time they were doing a TV show.
And the creators, or not even maybe not creators, but the people in the suits or the poor people, they're reading that and they're second guessing themselves instead of the creators write the thing, and because how many. There's like I was just hearing. There's a whole other movie, a whole other Zack Snyder movie of. Were you guys talking about it with the whole other cut of Justice League?
We've had
What-
multiple
you know.
conversations about that.
It's like because people keep second guessing themselves and scared of the nerd horde on the internet, in cyberspace.
That's just. I just want to respond real quick to what you had said about. Man, why did I just lose it? About what you were saying in terms. God dog it. I just
That's two already. Get this man a paper and pen
threw me right off.
so he can write down his thoughts.
I'm still tripping on the nerd
yes.
horde.
Oh my God, thank you so much. She said Shazam. So the reason why I think I've been like so like animate about I don't want it to look goofy. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that because I've been so hopeful for so long about DC figuring it out.
Yeah.
And now I feel that they could be close, and I'm just scared of being like, you could do it, but then you swing out, you strike out, and you miss, and I'm going to be mad
DC
again.
needs to have a plan and stick to it and just make course adjustments along the way.
Yeah.
You know, plan instead of scrapping it
And
instead of
completely
scrapping
redoing it.
and redoing it because there's obviously trying to catch up with Marvel.
I think they're realizing that now. I think they, before they, they was rushing with that whole Justice League and, putting that out in a hurry.
Yeah.
And we saw how that, turned
Yeah,
out
I mean,
and
I liked it when it
everything.
first came out, but it's not what it could. I mean, it's not what it could have been.
Right.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't. But there's a lot I didn't understand about it because I wasn't deep into DC when I was growing up. I wasn't into. I was only into Teen Titans and Atari Force and a little bit of Omega Men. I don't remember Omega Men now when it was first came out, and some other things DC. But I was more into Marvel. But yeah, so I really couldn't. No, I don't know the DC history like I do Marvel. I couldn't really catch the Easter eggs that might have been in there or the history of the DC stuff that was in the JLA movie. Like so I even know it was Steppenwolf. I knew who Steppenwolf was.
I want to say this, and then I want to hear Tracy's thoughts. To me, it's about the characters and who they are that they haven't been portrayed correctly, other than Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
But Superman hasn't been the Superman that we know.
True.
Flash was definitely not the Flash that I know.
Right.
Which Flash?
No, the Flash on TV is great.
Okay.
But the Flash in the movie was not the Flash that I know.
Batman as well.
Batman as well. We still haven't. All these years, we've gotten bits and
Batman,
pieces
but
of
it's
Batman.
Right.
The closest Batman that we've gotten for that was Batman for real for me is I have to say Keaton. Keaton's
Yeah, he was gonna
Batman.
say it.
Yes,
Keaton's
He was gonna
Batman.
say it.
Freddie got that look on his face.
Bruce
Wow.
Wayne's what's this guy's name?
Not Val Kilmer's.
What was the great? Let me stop right
Oh yeah.
Christian
Val.
Bale as Bruce Wayne. Those are probably the two best. Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne was Michael Keaton.
Right.
But as Batman, it looked like he was always in
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
And in the other ones, he's like, Alfred, you know what I'm saying? He's always, we haven't gotten all of Batman. And I think the only way to portray that, hopefully Matt Reeves can get it right, but obviously to me, the solution is give us a season of Batman. Let us get to know his psyche.
Right.
And why he is what he is. Probably the training. I mean, they took a lot of that away with freaking Green Arrow. You know what I'm saying?
They did.
So, but if they do it with Batman, I will be, here's my money, keep the change. I will want to see that.
You think they did they did the switch with Green Arrow as being safe?
First of all, we all have to, as fans, we have to or we don't have to accept the fact that DC Films, that's what they're calling it now, was behind the gun. Marvel's a champ. That all well being said, Pablo's right. Batman should be streaming. Batman should be a weekly streaming show. We said this on a couple of shows before. Have the same Batman that's in the movies be the same Batman that's streaming live. Apparently, Warner Brothers, DC, they won't let you touch Batman. And I mean, literally, you can play with every other character, but you do not get to use Bruce Wayne or Batman unless you get a court order. Anyway, the TV shows are excellent. This guy, Greg Berlanti, seems to know the universe better than when DC Films first started. And I don't want to get into Zach bashing, but that's where we are. And I just think that DC's trying to catch up. But, I got a
Sucker Punch,
DC
though.
employee up there on the panel who just never gave a butt. I mean, I go back to episode, I think it was 6. Episode 6, which he doesn't like. It's episode 4 he doesn't like. He goes,
Which show do you like, Freddie?
Episode 4 he doesn't like. He goes, but why? I told you. But I told you. I told you I was gonna get on him today because he was missing, so he's getting it today. And I kept saying, I said, but yo, Fred, why? What's with the hate? Well, he goes, no, I don't hate it. It's just that they just not good enough. They just won't do it. And even after, and I'll give credit, James Wan, I had no confidence or some confidence. I didn't even know. Hey, Mel, I told you the other night, Mel, I know him from horror movies. The fact that this guy can come along, at least he gets the aesthetic correct. Steve, you can appreciate that, right? He gets the look correct.
Who's that?
James Wan, the director of Aquaman. I mean, he's doing horror movies. He's used to people running down dark hallways with red eyes, and I mean, but he's getting.
He did Furious 7 too, right?
Yeah, yes, he did Furious
7.
Yeah.
Conjuring. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and
So we see Vin Diesel show up in this.
Mel, is the aesthetic correct?
There are a lot of things that need to be correct. Let's just put it that way. But
You know what I want to see?
I think they got all the potential in the world to correct it. I'm just hoping and praying that they do. Like I was saying earlier. You about to say, Freddie?
I don't want to see the bubble talking.
Oh no, they changed that.
Did they change that?
Yes, they said they were going to change.
You saw it. I don't know if you saw it like on Justice League.
Oh, when they were in the bubble and they
It's talking and they talking. You saw the.
Oh yeah, they created this
Him and the,
bubble with no
With
water.
oxygen so they can talk.
so they can
Okay.
talk. They're changing all
that's
that.
what I was
They're
referring
changing
to.
all.
That's not.
No, that's not the way they're going to communicate.
I forgot her name.
Mirror. Batman. Let me see what you guys think about this. I think this would be the way to go about bridging the TV streaming service and the movies. The series, obviously, we were not going to get big, consequential, over dramatic scenes or whatever the case may be, but focusing on who Batman really is. Tease a big foe for a film. Like you can go into Red Hood in a film. You can do even Hush. We spoke about that one of
our episodes.
Of Hush.
Right.
That could be a tie-in to a bigger movie, but then giving us him learning fighting, because we've never really seen a good fight other than, for me, Michael Keaton fighting. That's probably the best fight scenes for Batman, except for in Dawn of Justice in the warehouse.
Yeah,
that was probably the best. That was probably the best. That was the best.
Superman.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was great.
No, the warehouse. I'll take that
Yes.
first over him fighting
Superman.
Yes.
Yeah, because I didn't want to see Superman and Batman fight under those conditions. I
Right.
wanted to see the
Yes.
Dark Knight Returns
Right.
fight Superman
Right.
under.
And let's not forget, he's a brilliant detective.
But this is
he's
that you discover that in the series. You discover his craziness in the series.
Right.
You discover his loneliness in the series. His discipline. All the little characteristics that we don't see in the films, we can discover them there and see how this man thinks. And then, again, do a Thanos. Tease, and then big film.
It sounds like you're talking more about writing style. Like the writing is not good. Not besides the acting and stuff. Like the story is not, because those are things that pull in an audience, is to have those little moments that reveals the humanity of a character. So since that's missing, it's like, who are the writers? What are they told not to put in, and what are they being told to push?
It could be.
Good point.
But do we get all of Batman in the film? Is it possible? Because we haven't gotten it.
Yeah. I mean,
We need to get that feeling.
what you're saying could
Yeah.
be like more what the anime does is like they have a series and they have a movie. Sometimes the movie's related to the series, sometimes it's a standalone from the
Right.
series.
Right.
But I mean, that's what that. I mean, they can have a stream. We're coming up with a streaming service.
Yeah.
They can put it somewhere else. They have a series. It doesn't have to be 22 episodes. It could be like
Yeah.
12, 13.
12, 13, right.
Yeah, it could be something like that. And then there's a movie.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's 2 seasons and there's a movie. However long it takes to do the movie.
But that's why Batman the animated series was so phenomenal to see it every day and get into his brain and how he thinks. The best thing that he ever said and I think it was in Batman Begins, the best line.
Tell me something. Why were you so sure those voices weren't coming from you?
Well, first, I know I'm not psychotic.
I hope your other reason's more convincing.
And second, the voice kept calling me Bruce. In my mind, that's not what I call myself.
What do you call yourself?
But see, it's those lines that we don't get. We got hints of it in Batman Begins. You know, when he said, now we're two. You know, you don't have to say thank you. Things like that.
Right.
In other films, there wasn't too much of that. And throughout the Batman series, we only gotten bits and pieces of who Batman really is, and that's what's missing from
I
me.
think that goes back to the amazing point that she just made in terms of story.
Yeah.
So maybe the actors that we've had play Batman could have done that.
Yeah.
That's what they were given. But because
Yeah.
that's what we weren't given at that point in time, that's something we don't know and we're searching for to be able to get. So
you're saying George Clooney could have been dope?
listen, I was a kid. I loved that movie. I loved that movie. Okay.
I guess I'll just say he could have been dope.
No, not that one.
Not necessarily, but you know.
Wow.
It depends.
Sorry, George Clooney.
Pete, let's talk about those Joker films. The two different versions of the Joker. We spoke about this in verbatim. The other. But I'm glad Brooklyn Bridge is in the house, boy. Y'all hear the angst? Y'all hear the angst? That's straight out of Brooklyn. Two Joker movies. Everyone seems to be gravitating towards Joaquin Phoenix and maybe want Jared Leto to go away. Now, is that Jared Leto's fault?
This is okay. I'm gonna say what's something they say in football. If you have two quarterbacks, you don't have a quarterback.
Okay.
I like that.
Well, Warner Brothers said, yes, we do. And they say, okay, they pay the bill.
Tell Warner Brothers they're wrong in that point.
So I mean,
I spoke enough about it. Freddie?
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I said enough about it.
You know, I'm not really. I am kind of interested to see the Phoenix. I think it's going to be pretty, maybe a little unique, maybe. I think it's going to take place, in the 80s probably?
Yes.
It'll be like a little 80s crime, gritty.
Low budget.
Low budget.
Low
right?
budget.
I mean, sometimes I have a little mixed feeling. Every time I hear, the Suicide Squad Joker, that they think about doing that, I didn't like that Joker at all, man. I mean, I really did not like
I guess
that
I was the
Joker
only
at
person.
all. You like that?
Mike said the same thing.
My thing is, I don't believe that I got enough to be able to judge him to be like, I think he's terrible. I wanted to see more to give a full assessment. Because from everything I heard, they cut enough to make a full Joker movie. So I'm like, well, why did he only get 7 minutes in this movie if that's the case?
He said 7 minutes.
I was about to say, you know exactly.
Wow.
He probably got like 10 or 12.
Yeah, he might have got like 10 or 12
tops.
minutes. Sure. But give me that. Where is that?
Right.
That's what I want to see. So when people say, well, like, nothing to what you guys are saying, but when people are like, oh, well, I didn't like him at all and he's too different, well, we couldn't even really experience how different he was in anything. That's
I had
just
to
me.
do a Joker movie, but does it have to be an origin? You know, I mean,
I didn't see. I only saw.
You talking about Leto's
Suicide Squad
movie
once.
or?
Are both of them are both of them origins?
No,
Or
one
there's
is
just one is origin?
Joaquin Phoenix's Origin and
Origin?
an Elsewhere movie.
Origin,
It may
okay.
not directly be connected to the greater universe. So that's their way out in case nobody likes it. But I think people are gravitating towards Phoenix, and I don't know what Leto's going to do. He's getting the backlash. It's kind of bad.
Steve, you're going to say something.
No, I didn't. I saw the Suicide Squad movie once, and it was a while ago. Sometimes you need to see a movie twice to really get a feel for something. So
Yeah.
and I remember just not seeing. I don't really have an opinion about the Jared Leto Joker. I mean, when I first saw the image, I thought this is. I want to see this.
Okay.
But I mean, I think with the Suicide Squad movie, it was more of a Margot Robbie's show.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
Clarissa, what were your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Joker? Two Joker films.
Two Joker films. I think I remember in Suicide Squad not liking the Joker.
Wow.
Melvin
I mean,
is
listen,
alone.
I know, right? Bell's face. I was like,
I'm not hurt by it at all.
But you frown or you do
I just feel like
do
we
a
had something
smile
like
like
Okay, I get it. No worries. Listen, he ain't my brother.
listen, I got to deal with Freddie. Y'all, yeah, please. I got to deal with Freddie. Y'all, please.
But do you have a preference of which one you would like to see?
Do you care?
No, I don't.
See, there go Freddie. There go Freddie.
I mean, I'm that old school. I'm a little bit older, and so it takes a lot to beat Caesar Romero. Kind of like you need to be good acting, good presentation, get into the nuance of the Joker.
Create your own Joker.
You can create it, but it's the acting style that is like if it's a little limpy, I can't get into a limpy. That's a limpy Joker. That's kind of the way I felt about the Suicide Squad.
It's called Joker limpy. Yes.
Mel, you were gonna say something?
I was just gonna say that I think it was what Freddie was just saying when he said, "Do you even care?" And that took me back to the point of, honestly, I really don't, because we don't have Batman correct.
Right.
We don't have Superman correct. Right. We don't have all the characters that I'm supposed to care about, so then I can care about the Joker enough. Now, I understand the Joker's an amazing villain that people have loved for forever. However, I don't think you can really have a good Joker if you don't have a good Batman. Because they're both two sides of the same coin, is what everybody says.
And that's why I think this origin film probably doesn't require Batman. That's why it can probably work. Jared Leto, on the other hand, does have Batman in his world. So if we don't see Batman, it might feel a little bit.
Batman than Joker. And
what was that?
We saw less of Batman than Joker. And
45 seconds. No, I'm just playing.
Like a minute 30, 2 minutes.
He got Will Smith most of the movie. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, but what fans really asking for, this movie?
Which one?
A Joker movie, period.
Oh, wow.
What fans really asking for it?
But that's why this is a low budget one. The
50 million? Like 50 million, I think is the budget.
Probably.
55.
They don't make 150, 200, and they're happy.
Oh, yeah.
Will they really be happy if it makes 200 though?
No, I'm pretty sure that they're going for Deadpool numbers.
Okay.
So you said the Phoenix movies around that is gonna have a low budget too?
The Joaquin Phoenix.
No,
yeah.
I think
Phoenix is
I think the X-Men Phoenix.
Oh no, that's gonna be paper.
Yeah,
that's gonna be paper. Shi'ar, Emperor.
All right, guys, let's get on. And quick opinions around the table about the DC Universe streaming platforms. What's everybody's thoughts on this? Will it work? It should work, or do they need better titles? The one that is scaring a lot of people is the Swamp Thing one. And I love Swamp Thing, but not good enough for ratings. Pablo, you want to go around the horn?
I don't have too many opinions on Swamp Thing. I don't.
Doom Patrol, Titans.
Nope.
Those would be the ones that
I'll
lead?
watch it just to see what it is.
Okay.
But I am interested in seeing Titans based on what I saw in the trailer. I'm looking forward to just sit down and watching Justice League Unlimited for a day. Batman, the animated series. I don't have to search crazy to try to find some of the episodes that I've liked.
Yeah.
And just see what else they have to offer. I think they'll do well as long as they don't give us CW. As long as they don't give you CW, they good.
You don't like the CW.
Mr. DC, Mr. Freddie?
Not
Mahoney?
lately.
No, I'm right over, again, Pablo, what he's saying right now. I mean, I actually want to see the Swamp Thing and
Doom Patrol? No Doom Patrol?
No, but nah. Really
I'm looking forward to watching Superman 1978 and then Man of Steel.
Superman 70, what?
78 movie?
Yes, Superman 78.
And then Man of Steel and be like, this is how I feel, how the mood changes.
I'll probably just sit down, binge watch, probably just all the DC, from animated series.
Oh, that's what they're gonna put on. They're gonna put the movies on.
Everything.
Everything,
Yeah, everything's
from,
gonna go there.
Batman.
Is there a price?
series.
Have they mentioned the price for it?
Nah, they haven't mentioned the price. I assume it's probably going to be like
$200
$10,
a
15.
Wow.
10 to 15 bucks a month, I think, is going to
They're
go.
probably
10
going
to
to
15.
Netflix numbers probably. Steve, how do you feel
a
about
lot.
online streaming? This new platform. How do you feel?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't had cable because I would not get any work done, and now I have the Fire Stick, and I if I have that on, the work slows down completely. Not completely, but a lot. I like it. You watch it when you want to watch it.
Okay.
And I'm not tired. I don't get caught up in it. As long as I don't get caught up in it, I'm fine. So I watch what I want to watch when I want to watch it, and I'm good. I got Netflix too. So there's more coming out. So I don't want to. But I don't want at the same time. I don't want to be spending my money for a whole bunch of different streaming services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to find a way to consolidate all those
Yeah,
things,
it's.
right?
I mean, I'm not gonna. Yeah, because I miss enough shows as is, which is fine. I should be watching a lot of TV anyway. It's just,
You mean to tell me you ain't see Luke Cage?
I saw Luke Cage.
Okay.
Clarissa, how do you feel about that DC streaming platform?
I'm gonna have to wait a little while.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
to get like more feedback, like if it's good and stuff. I just don't want to jump and do it first. I just get some reviews and stuff and see how people are taking it. Like, is it good, not good, or do they got the great shows or not?
So it's not so much the content, you just want to see if it catches on, I guess?
Yes.
Mel?
I'm probably gonna do the exact same thing. I want to see what people have to say about it first, and if I don't hear good things about Teen Titans, then I'm probably just gonna be like, you can miss me with it.
Yeah.
So it looks like that's the show that's the linchpin, huh?
Yeah, I
That
mean,
Titan
if
show.
that's what the big attraction is to start out with, and that's not good.
I never got into Swamp Thing or Doom Patrol. So,
Yeah.
I didn't catch
Teen
that.
Titan was one of my
I want to
gateways
ask.
into
I
It's
DC.
over for me.
want to ask a question to see if you guys have a different answer. Marvel's streaming service. Okay. Already we got a reaction. Marvel's streaming service on day one. Will you purchase it? Now, before you answer, they're offering a series of Star Wars of a particular character or in that
I mean,
world.
Disney's.
Disney. Yes, Disney. What did I say?
Disney's new.
Yeah, okay, Disney.
Like,
Disney.
You gonna get
Disney.
something new? What you talking about?
This is
Hold
my
on
bad.
now.
Disney streaming service. So you're gonna get perhaps, not perhaps. John Favreau is, I think, producing or directing.
Yeah, that Star Wars show.
A Star Wars show.
Resistance?
Live action.
No, what's that?
Law Resistance? No, that's Ian. The Ian Dorian. Law
Yeah,
Resistance.
that's the anime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Marvel shows. Who knows what they have to offer because they're a year out before they launch theirs. Do you buy on day one or do you wait?
Well, I wait. I always
So
wait. I always wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Hey man, listen. That Star Wars live action might have me buying on day one. Not even gonna lie to you.
I got one out of it.
Lie to
I got
you,
one
'cause
out
I
of it.
just
I'm crazy for Star Wars, but I mean, I my tradition is where I am. My wait is not really my choice. Sometimes I just wait because not much. I won't say much. I mean, yeah, it's not much. It may be wait where I'm at. People hear people talking about it, and I may say, okay, let me check this out, and now binge and get caught up.
But sometimes with the Star Wars stuff, they have weak characters or actors, and not the characters, actors in the storyline. So I have to wait to hear that something is good because I try. It's like this.
Because Hayden Christensen was horrible.
Yeah.
He was horrid. He was atrocious.
He was horrid. He was pretty bad. He was
Yo,
like,
just remembering some of them scenes, like,
Yeah.
oh my God, this guy was really, really horrible.
Horrid.
He hasn't had no. He had one job after.
I will say that I have. I guess that's the separation between the two, kind of like what we were talking about later or earlier with Shazam and me being like, I just really
Right.
don't want you to mess it up. And my faith over in DC and Marvel to whatever their plan is executed, I have enough faith in that to be like, you know what? I'll put the first month down right now because I have faith that you'll
You got
get that
yearly
right.
plans.
I think he had two
Save me
jobs.
some money.
I think he had 2 jobs at the moment.
What was that?
I think he had 2 jobs. I think one was Takers. Yeah, the other one was one.
Oh, he was in Takers. Oh God, and he wasn't that good in that
he
either.
was not.
Yes,
What was the
yes,
other one?
yes.
Takers
Jumpers
and
or
Jumpers?
Jumper?
No.
Takers too, because he was overshadowed by all the black madness in there.
It did feel
He
weird.
he was overshadowed. He couldn't.
Yeah,
I mean,
he hasn't
was
done
great,
it.
he couldn't overshadow.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
hasn't done anything.
He wasn't
I think
Takers.
Nothing good.
T.I. did a much better acting
T.I.
job.
was
Man,
Idris in it
in
too?
that one. Yep, Idris in it too. Chris, was Chris Brown?
I'm gonna be all right.
Okay.
Idris, I can always forgive because he's a great actor. It's like this. Oh, you signed that for money. Okay, I forgive him. You're forgiven.
What was Takers about? I said, I don't know what it was about.
All right, guys, here's that other part of the show where we're going to do our quick review. We didn't have I don't know, Ant-Man and Avengers Infinity War. We're going to jump back into this just very quickly because the last time it came out, we didn't get everybody together, but we just want to go around the horn and see everybody's opinion. The Ant-Man movie, which is basically connected to Avengers Infinity War, just want to hear everybody's round robin.
I didn't
P,
see it.
You didn't see it?
That's fine.
I did not see it either.
You don't
but
want
I-
to say nothing about it? Spoilers? No
Then
spoilers.
we can go into Ant-Man.
I didn't
If you
see it,
didn't
but we
see
can-
Ant-Man, you're not going to go see it. So go ahead, Pete. We can go into it. We keep it real here at Hedge. Keep it real. If you didn't see it, you ain't going to go see it.
I won't spoil. I won't
I
spoil
want to
too.
see it. I do want
I
to
didn't
see
see
it.
it, but I don't care.
You ain't see it?
No, but I don't care.
Ant-Man Wasp or Ant-Man?
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and
Yeah,
the
I
Wasp.
see it. I see it. I want to
All
see
right,
it.
so
Do you care about
yes,
spoilers? Is what they
I
asked.
kind of do care about spoilers.
Okay, he cares.
okay.
Right.
I don't.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
So
when we go outside, go to the bathroom or something?
I'm fine with spoilers.
is Steve really going to go see Ant-Man now?
I'm
Well,
gonna
Steve, you
see
better
it.
hurry up.
'Cause I got two movies to see.
The theaters are closing, partner. You better hurry up.
I got to see Sorry to Bother You, and I got to see Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yes.
Okay. Pete, go around the horn. Don't talk about the spoiler at the end. Talk about Ant-Man. Well, you know what? I'll start it off. I'll start it off, and maybe Pete, you can get the gist of what I'm going to do because I don't want to spoil the movie. Very outside of the regular Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you want to see an individual film about the individual characters, Ant-Man is that movie. Somewhat funny. Ant-Man really didn't carry the movie like he did in the first one. There was a focus on the Wasp, obviously Ant-Man and the Wasp. And as far as ratings would go, I found Ant-Man and the Wasp a good film, and I'll leave it at that.
it was an entertaining film. It did what it was supposed to do. Obviously, at the end of Infinity Wars, everybody was heartbroken, and this one was sort of pick me up. The only reason why I went to go see it was to see what connections it had to Avengers Infinity War. No, Avengers 4. I got what I needed. It was an entertaining film. Would I have gone to see it if it was like after Avengers 4? No, probably not. Maybe. Probably. But it was entertaining, and that was about it. I got all I needed to get, especially at the post-credit. And some of the things that they mentioned during the quantum realm. Damn, Steve.
I'm sorry.
There's some good stuff right here.
It's been a busy week, man.
Some good stuff right here. I'll say this. They planted the seed for, and they already know they got Fox. They know it. They,
Yeah, that's done.
They
That's
knew
done
it.
now.
They knew
Yeah.
it before even today.
I knew it.
When it was announced. So they planted the seed for what's coming up next.
Okay.
Yeah, they planted the seed.
Freddie,
And what's coming up next.
Ant-Man,
Listen,
Avengers.
I didn't see the movie, but I know and I heard about the ending, and it's messed up.
I heard it was messed up.
It's messed up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
You want to know?
Clarissa, did you see Ant-Man?
It's what you're imagining. Whatever it is you're thinking about, that's what happened.
Clarissa, did you see Ant-Man?
I did not see. I saw Ant-Man, but I didn't see Ant-Man and the Wasp. I was
Wow.
No. I am going to go see it.
No,
though.
no,
It's
no
like
pressure.
I was working on a project, so
No,
I
of
gotta
course.
do my catch up tomorrow.
Mel?
So.
We know you
Let him
hardcore,
have
so
it,
we gotta
Mel.
explain why we didn't see it yet. Man.
All right, so I have not seen it yet, and the
Oh, my
day in
God.
which I was going to go see it, it kind of got spoiled for me on Twitter, like in the morning as soon as I opened it up. So I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna just pause on going to see it because I know how it ends now and exactly what I thought was gonna happen in the extra
know what,
credit
the
scene.
post-credit scene?
Yeah, what I thought was gonna happen is what actually happened, and then the same connection that you were making had been the same thing that I had been talking about before. To be like, this is the one way that I see that this could work out, and from what I read,
Right.
that I believe that's what's gonna happen.
Right.
Yep.
So
Yep.
And that's
I'm excited to go see it this weekend.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, that sounds great. And what we're going to do now, a quick thing happened the other day, and CW has announced, I guess because we're in the midst of Comic-Con, we will soon get a Batwoman series.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Batwoman is
CW.
being introduced to the CW just like Black Lightning was. Now we're gonna get Batwoman.
Yeah.
Now not to age myself or anybody else who might know a Batwoman. She's older than me. Batwoman was back in the 1950s, back when they didn't even know what they was gonna do with Batman and Robin. The comic sales were going down. So remember, in that era, that's when monsters and giant ants and big things like that. So they branched out the Bat family. That's when we first got Batmite. During that era, and they made Batman and Robin be orange and green and blue. But during all of that nonsense, we got Batwoman. Now, of course, Batwoman was a character that they basically put away. I mean,
Is it Batgirl?
Batwoman. No,
Batwoman?
not Batgirl. Yes.
Batwoman.
Okay, on a motorcycle? Like,
Nah, it's
Batwoman.
Batwoman.
this is Batwoman? Okay,
Yeah,
this is new to
Batwoman.
me. I was like this. I remember Batgirl on her motorcycle with Batman.
Batwoman.
What,
Batwoman.
Who's Batwoman's alter ego?
I'm
I
sorry.
remember this one.
Batman's alter ego.
No, Batwoman. It was
Batwoman, yeah.
Her name is Kathy Kane, and remember the continuity is so disconnected. They can say she's whatever. I don't know. The new 52 says she's back. She's a daughter of a detective. They might change that, but if you saw the couple of animated movies that came out, Batman and Robin, Batwoman was in it. She's part of the LGBT community, which if they're using that as a linchpin, that's fine. But it's still, as Pablo always says, it's still got to be a great story. So I just want to know what you guys might think in the view of Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow. Black Lightning, which the stories are great and the show was great, but now they're going to try to introduce Batwoman. What do you think? A 1950 character that they're just going to try to bring to modern day. And I don't want to say they're pandering to a more female audience, but let's see what this is before we say it's good, bad, or indifference. P, what do you say about CW opening up with Batwoman?
Go ahead, Mel. I want to hear what you have to say about this.
The thing that I want to say about it is, as long as she has a good story,
Yes.
that's all that matters. As long as the story is good and is consistent to who she is as a character, then they could have pulled her from the 1800s and it'll be perfectly fine.
I'll agree with everything you said, but it has to have a connection to the man.
To the who?
You setting yourself up for disappointment.
Wait, I didn't hear you.
You set yourself up for disappointment. I'm telling you right
To the
now.
man. Batman.
Oh man, he goes.
Yeah, set himself up for disappointment right there.
It does go towards Batman, so it needs to still, yeah.
Batman is the beginning of that universe.
Gotta have
There's a connection. Has to be
a connection.
She completely understand. However, if in everything that they've done, they've jumped through hoops to make sure that does not happen.
Well, just show his bat signal, and that's it, man.
Well,
you don't have to show him.
See, no, that's go slippery slope. You show that bat signal, people gonna be like, no, you gotta show Batman now. Just
But
like saying having a Batwoman. Now you gotta have Batman in it.
In Green Arrow, he mentions Bruce Wayne. They know what exists out
they do?
there. Yeah. He's in Green Arrow. He said Bruce Wayne, and that took what 5 seasons, 6 seasons for him to say that?
Actually, I skipped around this season. I didn't see a lot.
And
he was running for mayor or something. At that time.
And in the Titans series on their streaming service, Batman's name comes out initially from the get. So we know Batman is around.
We know how Robin feels about that.
Yeah. And
I'm excited for
which
this.
is there's a theory that I don't recall Robin ever having that distaste for Batman.
He has issues with Batman,
but not to that degree.
Not that degree, but
Tim Drake does.
Tim Drake, right?
He does.
Yeah,
Tim Drake,
yes, yeah,
got issues with Batman.
yeah.
Really, I didn't know that.
So it would be. So it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic works out.
They may have melded. I mean, they obviously melded the two because the look of Robin in that trailer is definitely Tim Drake.
Yes.
And the origin is definitely Dick Grayson.
But what I'm saying in regards to Batwoman, and I know you always have an issue with it, Batman has to be
Somewhere around.
his force his presence has to be felt in some way. Just like in the trailer that we saw for Titans, where's Batman? And he says whatever he says about Batman. That's good enough for me. Because you didn't become Robin just because you said, oh, snap a Robin. And no.
You stupid.
No. You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth.
So watching Batwoman and not hearing any reference of Batman, you would not find yourself
I'll watch for a
enjoying
few episodes to
what's
see if his
name.
Not even his name. Not even his name. It doesn't. They don't have to say Batman.
Like a Wayne Enterprise.
They can say him.
Like
She can say
They
him,
could
and
show the
you'll know.
lights. You could show the lights, like
The lights, or him, or that, or your
Or
former
Wayne lights.
something.
If it's a good story and you give it 3-4 episodes, you gonna keep watching.
That's like Superman being from Earth. No,
As much as I would love for Batman to be tied into it too, if it is a good story and you're just committing 4 episodes to it, you
You'll
will
find
keep
yourself
going.
forgetting about
You'll be like,
that
you know
they
what,
don't mention Bruce.
Batwoman is cold. That's
but
exactly what you're gonna be
Batwoman
saying.
on her own. I'm not saying Batman has to appear. I'm not saying he has to
So
appear.
it could seem like this happen. So if someone says,
Not bat. Anything bats.
So if-
nothing.
No, I'm saying
So if
if someone
Bruce
says-
walks in,
someone-
that's
no,
good
say-
too?
How about someone says
If
someone
Bruce
says,
walks in,
if someone
that's-
says, "Oh shoot, Batman," and she goes, "Who?" How would that?
It can't happen. That can't
You straight up
happen.
disrespecting Batman. I'm sorry. you. Oh my God.
I keep seeing.
I had this
you the
conversation with him,
costume on.
with Batgirl, and we talked
I'll be
about.
fine if Bruce walks in and
You
he's
talking
talking
about
to,
Batgirl, right?
to Dick
Thank
Grayson.
you.
But P, didn't Green Arrow, they mentioned Gotham City and they
They
did.
mentioned Bruce Wayne.
And
yes,
they mentioned
did.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
If you have that universe, you cannot do it without his presence somewhere, somewhat. It doesn't have to be in your
His
face.
influence.
Is she in Gotham? Batwoman.
No.
No.
Oh, well,
No, it says in Wikipedia. It says Gotham City. It just did. I just read it.
But in the show Gotham, you're talking about, right?
No. I mean,
Is she in Gotham?
in her series.
Oh,
her
I don't
series.
know. I don't know.
Oh, yes,
If
in
he's
her
in
series,
Gotham, even
in her series,
more.
she will be in Gotham.
If she's
Yeah, her
also
home
in
of
Gotham,
Gotham
Even
City.
more.
Is she in Gotham?
Yeah, it says
Yes,
in
she
her
is.
home. of
She's in Gotham.
If she's in
City.
Gotham,
Well, I
even
mean,
more. His
ever.
presence has to be felt.
don't
A
believe
batarang, anything.
I never read the.
no, that's
you,
not. That's
you
a
see the
slippery
light.
slope. That's too much of a slippery slope. Because then, in that case, you're gonna need to just roll out a Batman live action CW series.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
there it is. There it is.
That's what he wants.
It's not gonna happen.
Thank you.
That's exactly what he wants.
Steve, you agree with me, right?
He's campaigning from this chair. He's campaigning now.
He's
from this chair.
politicking.
How
He
much-
is
how much-
politicking.
How much did you love the Batman the Animated Series? How much did you love it?
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I liked it a lot too. I
I loved it as well.
I
That's the Batman I grew up with.
See,
Live.
One episode stuck out with me was
We gotta do an episode of just Batman.
was when
Here we go.
it's already here.
Batgirl fell in the car when she was dead. It was a dream sequence.
Yes.
That's one episode in the Clayface episode.
Okay.
And then the Bat movie with it was Batman Forever. It was Forever, the future one.
Oh,
Beyond.
Batman Beyond. That was
Yeah, with the movie with the Joker with the
Oh, yeah.
the movie one. That
Oh
was,
yes, that was dope. That was dope.
Those are three that stick out to me the most.
Watch epilogue of Justice League Unlimited. Epilogue.
My character's in there.
He's in that episode.
No, in Justice League Unlimited.
What character? Oh, Michael Cray.
No.
Character.
I'm about to say, too. I was saying, Michael Crazy.
Word.
he's not in that universe.
Oh, right.
Who's that?
Way to plug. That was great.
Exactly.
Unlimited.
Which one?
Aztek.
Aztek.
Oh, yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
I gotta go
He's
back.
got the lightning bolt on it for a helmet.
Watch that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But watch epilogue.
That's the last episode? Or is it?
It's probably like episode 10.
Season Justice League Unlimited season 1, and then it came out with Justice League Unlimited season 2.
No, but what season is it?
It's
Epilogue?
the last show.
of season.
season of Justice League Unlimited season 1 is the very last episode.
Okay.
Watch that.
Okay.
Watch that. And you'll love it. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I haven't seen it. I probably will love
I
it.
started watching it.
Want me to tell you a little bit about it real
Still
quick?
not gonna get a live action
I
Batman.
started
but
watching
okay.
it, but I couldn't watch it.
He a Batman
It's like,
fan. We're the Batman up here.
but I started watching
Pass
it,
to
and
him.
as I started watching it, I got into it, and then they took it off Netflix.
Oh, okay.
All right, boys and girls, while this show did start off talking about San Diego Comic-Con and it turned into the Batman Revival Show led by Mr. Solano, we just want to say a few parting words to all the guys out there, all the followers, to my aunt. That's right, she's watching as usual. And
Hey,
I want to
Auntie.
go around the horn. Auntie, P, anything you want to say to the guys? We're in the midst of Comic-Con. It's hype right now, and
Let's see what they do, man. This is their opportunity again. This is their opportunity. They can't mess it up. You know, they have This is the opportunity for them to ride a real long wave into Aquaman. Because once March comes, it's a wrap for them.
Why March?
Captain Marvel.
Oh,
Captain Marvel.
Once that trailer hits, it's a wrap for
Freddie?
them.
Yeah, all the DC movies got to do good.
Yeah.
That's it. They got it's not just show up at Comic-Con and have the big panel and all that stuff. These movies they have to do good, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
and then bring it to San Diego. I was in San Diego in 2014 and 2010. I got the privilege of meeting Jim Kelly out there. He was tabling out there, and I met Ron Glass too, and Thelma from Good Times.
Oh,
Yeah,
dope.
and that was a fun time. And just want to say we were blessed to talk about comics and comic book movies, and all praises due to Blade for bringing this about. We gotta give Blade the opportunity.
Yeah. I mean,
Give Blade props.
when we talk
man.
about going back and where it started, Blade
Right,
is the
Not Matrix,
the
not
match.
X-Men.
Lady Clarissa?
I agree. DC has to do well. The films have to do really well. It can't. If you're going to, I was going to say the word compete, you got to do well. Yes, I agree. I just wanted to plug someone's video. His name is he's an animation artist, Omar Lewis. He did Black Panther versus Batman. So if you get a chance, YouTube that and see what
Oh, I saw that.
Yes.
That was great.
Yes.
Hey,
He-
watch
Okay.
that.
He did what? He did what?
Watch that.
Black Panther versus Batman. We showed it at Blurred City.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that- it was great.
Okay.
It was great.
Go ahead, Mel.
DC, man, just like we said in the last episode, this is your chance to throw your own party and have a ball doing it. Just please do that. Just don't drop the ball. That's all I got to say.
Yep.
Do it for the fans.
Yeah.
Please.
And before we close out, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we want to do a quick presentation. Mr. Stevens Harris is on the panel tonight, but he also has an unveiling.
Yes. Michael Cray, the trade hit the stores July 18th. That was yesterday or Wednesday. So get your copy of Michael Cray Volume 1, the trade, which covers issues 1 through 6, and issues. The issue still comes out 7, 8, and I think 8's gonna come out soon. 9 just came out. 10 will come out next month. But get the trade. The trade just hit the stores, and I'll be doing a signing. Is that okay to plug a signing?
It's your house. Dude,
Okay.
go.
Okay, I'll be doing a signing at Anyone Comics on Union Street and in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, at Union Street and Nostrand Avenue on July 31st.
All right.
All right.
I'll be there.
I know that spot.
6:30 to 7:30 p.m.
and when is the Blurred City coming out?
We just happened last weekend. So Blurred City Con did it. This was 2.0, so we're moving towards 3.0. So
Woo-woo.
woo woo.
When is that? That's next year.
Next year in July in Brooklyn. Yeah.
See,
Sign us.
Brooklyn is doing it up.
Brooklyn's in the
Let's
house.
see.
Brooklyn Bridge in the house. Freddie Mahoney. That's right. I had a great time.
Thank you.
This was really special. We did get off track with Batman, but Pablo's getting a check, but y'all don't know that. I had a great time. The WB Comic-Con is here. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. Once again, it's been a pleasure to have Miss Clarissa Clay here. Also, Steve is back, and then we have our regular panel and crew. But we found Freddie. That was the biggest thing. I had to search and see, but we found him. And as we always say, I hope you guys are enjoying this time. We probably never had a time like this before, but this is great. I mean, Star Wars is still doing things. And just to close it out, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their summer. We will be back with a Comic-Con review. That's going to happen. We have to do that. And anybody else around the horn, any other things anybody want to mention?
I want to hear your review of Luke Cage because you haven't given it to us.
I got you. You will get it. You will get it the next time we're here.
You're ducking him.
I promise it will happen. I promise it will happen.
I want to
Freddie?
give a shout out to my aunt. So my aunt.
Hey, auntie.
Yeah, hey auntie. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to her.
We got those aunties over here, Egghead.
Yeah.
That's no joke.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my mother. She's going through some challenges right now, so I want her to get well soon, and I'll be checking you out pretty soon.
Clarissa?
Oh, always my Aunt Patricia, 100%. Saw her today, so yes, my Aunt Patricia. Shout out to her.
P, anything you want to say before you have to take it home and put it in the pot and make it smell good, make it taste good, huh?
Pablo can't cook.
Well, not like you, sir. No one can cook like you, sir. How dare I? How dare you?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. I enjoy doing this. I wish we can do this more often. But no, man. I'm waiting.
We get that Batman show that you plug in. we get the production.
Oh man, forget about it. This is gonna be a 2-3 hour show.
You be the only one on the panel.
I'll be fine. That is good with me.
Be arguing with himself.
I'll do that.
Show
I'll
shared
record
twice, right?
It'll be 2 chairs. Him sitting on each
That's
one.
right. That is a good show.
Oh,
That is a
Batman
good
good,
show.
Batman evil. Yes.
All right, guys, we're here. We're still here. It's the middle of summer. We still got a couple of weeks left to enjoy ourselves. And thank you for joining us. Eggheads News number 14 in the books. And as we always say at the end of the show, enjoy your summer and go to the movies. Boom goes the dynamite. We are back. Now, if you don't take my word for it, don't look it up either. Boys and girls.